my week began like shoot.
Okay.
I said shoot instead of shit, but now I just said shit. So I heard somebody at work say OS, and I was like, what? And
S?
she was like, OS. Like, okay, got it. And
OS.
bless her little heart. OS.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I was on my way to the gym, as I per usual, and I had a little incident with a popo. To where I was like a mile away from the gym, and
What'd you do?
honestly, I saw him behind me, and I was like, maybe I can lose this guy. And so I literally
Kiara!
went. Okay, I mean,
What? Let's
be honest.
Illegal.
I know that's probably bad. So I went to the neighborhood.
No, not probably.
It is bad.
It is bad.
He didn't like flash his light, so it's not like I'm not like running away from him at this point. I just notice him, and I'm like, if I can that would be different if I was.
You're
running
trying to
away
shake
from
him.
the police.
You're trying to shake him.
Correct.
Okay.
I can tell he's behind me. I'm like, well, there's a neighborhood right there. So I go into the neighborhood, and I could kind of tell he's passing me. At this point, I'm like, on my screen in my car, I'm like, where am I going? Because I know there's a back way. Anyways, I get to a stop sign, turn left, and he's just still standing there, like sitting there, like as I turn left. And so I like kind of lose him, can't see him, and I'm like, great, I'm good. And I go to like the main road. So pretty much I did a big U-turn in the neighborhood and to the main road to the gym. And I can see the gym.
Can I just ask really fast?
Uh-huh.
Why did you feel the need to lose him?
because I had a feeling like I knew what he was gonna pull me over.
And
for,
what was that?
Which is what I will say here. What was that feeling?
Yeah, what was the feeling that?
So sudden and new. That was dumb.
No, I loved that.
The feeling was, oh crap, I know if this guy's really looking at my license plate, he will tell that I have not renewed my tags. And I just knew, and you're like, I know I'm not speeding. And I mean, yeah, I was kind of running away from him. So like, maybe that would be suspicious. But it was so annoying. I got to the main road and I was like, I'm fine. And then I literally see him like, he must have like sped up.
Oh,
And then he put on his lights and I literally was like, dang it. He walked up and he was like, hey, ma'am. I was like, like he knew and I
knew. Ma'am is worse than the ticket also.
Literally, I was like, no. And he was like, ma'am, the reason why I pulled you over is your tags are expired. I was like, yeah. And he was like, is there any reason? And I was like, no. Little does he know, just at the time, I was like, I don't feel like paying like $400 for this. Like it's stupid expensive in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. And I know that's bad because I know that I could get a ticket. So it's not even like I'm not aware. I just was like out of sight, out of mind. Don't want to do this in June, mind you. So husband.
Wait, they expired in June.
They expired in June.
It's been that long.
So it's been that long. I won't lie.
Mira is 8 months old. Almost 9 months.
Almost 9 months. It's been 9 months.
Expired as Mira.
I was
as expired as Mira.
I thought like the start of 2025 or something.
No,
that's
9 months.
Bad, Kiara.
9 months.
Kiara, that's horrible.
I know. And you know where you're like every time.
Do you have to pay that back? And then like in June you're gonna have to pay again. So it's pretty soon.
No, they last for 2 years. Tags last for 2 years.
Not in North Carolina.
Not they last 1 year.
Oh, that sucks for you guys.
Yeah, so I will have to pay it like bam bam. Essentially,
it's
gonna be stupid. And literally, in my head, I'm like, the things that go through my head, okay, are like the hoops that I jump through mentally.
Like if I can make it to a year,
correct,
then I can just get
like I'll have to honestly pay last year. I'll like do double at that point. Anyways, bad. And so he literally was like, "Did you know?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Any reason?" And I was like, "No."
You should have said that's like really expensive, and I'm trying to make ends meet.
I'm actually
I honestly should have.
Really tough.
It's been so hard for me. I should have, but I didn't. But I literally, and he was like, "All right, like let me." Like he literally was like, "Let me like see your license." I was like, "Okay."
He like didn't even want to deal with you at all.
I think he like felt bad, but I was like, where you're like, I know and you know, and it's like I have no good reason, and so it's like whatever. And sitting in my car, I'm like, oh, that's weird. He didn't like. Normally, it's like license and registration, and then I just had a total blonde moment. I'm like, well, that's because I don't have none currently, because it's literally expired. So he comes back and he's like, yeah, I am gonna have to like write you up for a citation. And I was like, cool. And he was like, it just, as long as, this is the funny part. If I had a moment just to myself. I was like, I should not laugh about this out loud. But he was like, you do need to show up to court, by this date.
Are you serious?
And pretty much was like, yeah, or else, I mean, he didn't flat out say I would have a warrant out, but where you're like thinking, he's like, if you don't show up or pay by I think it's like April 30th, essentially, like I'll be in like trouble with the government. And I kind of wanted to be like, yeah, well, I don't want to have a warrant out again, and I was like, not the time,
Not the
time,
time, not the audience for that,
not the audience for that. So, and then
Kiara.
I literally have my side. So I'm gonna get that sorted in the next. I literally just checked like right before this, and I was like, okay, it's April 30th, so I need to
Happy
do all
birthday,
my
Kath.
things. HBD Kath. And he did say that like if you just get it done as soon as possible, like your citation charge will like most likely drop. Just that's mainly there to like make sure that you do
To
it
like keep you accountable.
correct. And it's, I mean, it is
Okay.
like hefty. It's like $250. The citation. He's like, you could also take it if you do feel like going to court and fighting this, you can. And I was like,
I mean, you're gonna lose.
I know. I literally was like, why would I just be like, yeah, at the time I was broke and now like there's just no, I'm not going to win that. So I just have to get it taken care of. But it's just like annoying.
I'm so sorry.
It's just one of those things. And now I have a citation and a potential other warrant out if I don't pay for this. So I'm holding myself accountable to. And then my oil light came on, and then when you're like, well, frick, now I have to like make sure all my things are done before I can even get it like inspected, and then go online and do the registration, which is like $250.
Do you have to do inspections there? That
we have to do annual inspections. I mean, luckily they're not crazy.
Did Virginia
like
have
$30,
that
$50.
too?
No.
Okay, Pennsylvania did
actually,
growing up.
Actually,
I've never heard of these things. This sucks.
Yeah, North Carolina is honestly not the best when it comes to like annual
I am
car
so
stuff.
Sorry.
But and again, that's at the time I'm like, well, I'd $300. I mean, obviously it's like I should have like known like every year that literally happens. But I was like, I don't feel like paying this $300. I would rather go on a vacation. And now I'm like, well, now it's like $500. And I'm sure there's like an increase. Like I'm sure it's like not even only $250 for not even the citation for the renewal because I have the late fee. So I haven't even like checked on what that is. The good thing is I do know somebody that got it renewed after 2 years. She like ended up not like just never got pulled over. And she was like, honestly, the late fee wasn't like that bad. And I was like, that's crazy. And also you have favor over your life.
Yeah.
For like not. And that's where I'm like, I know that this would be the reason that I get pulled over because I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not like, I mean, I have a heavy foot, but I'm
besides
like,
being on your phone like 24/7.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. So thanks for bringing that to the surface. Except for that. But yeah, anyways, that's my week. So love that for me. Oh, also I'm in my cobalt blue era. Do you see my nails?
Oh my word, those rock.
I know.
I
I know,
love those so
listeners, you can't
much.
see, but they're like bright blue. Super fun. And I just got this like Free People dupe bag from Shein of all places.
Ooh.
The same color. So
Cute.
I'm just
I
a
got this
blue
new
girly.
sweater that's also blue.
I know.
I'm also into blue right now.
I love it. It really does nice with your hair, like your dark hair.
Oh, thanks.
The contrast.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Any life updates for you guys?
I had to
know it's
go
been forever.
I know. I had to go to the shop to get our oil changed in both of our cars.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get them in same day, so I had to go 2 days back to back.
Ew.
That sucks.
And the first day I thought the appointment was at 10, so I get there and he goes, your appointment's at 11.
Oh, ew.
So I was like, ew, what do I do? So I went to a coffee shop and just hung out but I also have Mira.
I was gonna say, did you have Mira with you?
Yeah. So then I had to it's so that we were out for an hour and then we went back at 11 and then we were there for another hour. And then all of a sudden I was like, I've been at a stinking card shop all day. The silver lining, Judge Judy was on both times I was there.
Oh, heck yeah.
And I have not watched Judge Judy since I was sick in like elementary school. So it was really fun because people are really stupid and they argue about the dumbest things. And like the people were like, you know what? Well, we're taking this to court. That's the kind of energy I was getting.
Yeah.
One
Were
of
they
the
people
cases
who like tried to fight having to pay
Yes.
their inspection?
I kind of had
So
that.
one of them was like, We rented a bouncy house from you, and you said you were going to come pick it up, but then you didn't come that same day. And so someone showed up and they were like, hey, this is my bouncy house. And so we're like, okay, here you go. And it wasn't her, and it got stolen. And so she was trying to get out of having to pay to replace the new bounce house for this lady's company. Judge Judy wasn't having it. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
She wasn't having it. So that was kind of
She
fun.
never is.
Oh, yeah.
She
She's
never
never on
is.
anybody's side.
No.
She's on her
Which is,
own
I guess,
side.
kind of the point, because that's why you're a judge. But
I have
Yeah.
not seen Judge
I know.
Judy in forever.
no. Well, it's on at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific time.
Perfect.
11, 12, 1, 2. 2
So
p.m.
6
my
p.m.
time.
your time.
Yeah, seriously.
Mhm. I don't know what you're doing at 2 p.m.
So
on
you're
a-
at midnight.
on a weekday, but
Just me propping my phone about work, guys. Everybody shut up. I'm watching Judge Judy.
Everyone shut up.
Shut up.
Or I'll
Oh, you
take
need
you to
this
court.
design done for our stream? No, sorry.
Too bad.
I'm seeing who's going to court today.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to It's Been Forever podcast. My name is Casey.
My name is Kiara.
And my name is, say it with me,
I love the dissonance.
Wow.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I think it
thank
was
you.
deep.
Yep,
I think
Thank
that
you.
you would appreciate it if you understood the difficulty of what we just did. Or it was hideous. You decide. But anyway, we're so excited. You guys, this is our final installment of Hot Seat.
Wow.
This is crazy. I'm really excited. I hope this has been insightful for you guys. It's also been
I
really
know.
fun for us because it's not like we
Mhm.
just sit around and like, tell me your deepest, darkest secret. So it's just kind of fun to hear this perspective from each other and just kind of grill each other a little bit. Sometimes
Yeah.
we kind of know the answers because we kind of talk about this stuff sometimes, but other times I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't know that about you. So tonight we are
Right.
very excited to bring up the rear of the group,
Oh,
but it's a good looking rear.
a good looking rear.
The one, the only Meredith.
I loved that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I was telling Meredith before we started recording, for whatever reason, it was super easy for me to pick questions to grill
I
Meredith.
know. That's actually so funny.
and I don't know why.
I've had mine
Um,
sitting on my notes app for a little bit too. Like, I had like both of yours, and I literally would go down the list of check, 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 check. So I'm actually super excited as well.
Yeah. I hope you have something that's like breathy, light wear, because it's gonna get hot.
I actually
gonna
didn't even
get
think about
toasty.
it. I'm wearing a big old sweater.
I did see that. I was
Yeah.
like, maybe it's breathable. Maybe I
Turn
can't
down the
tell.
AC. Tell your
You
husband
know what?
to turn
Ever
it down.
since Lainey came out, I've just been sweating and haven't stopped anyways.
Okay.
So it's
So
just
whatever.
Okay,
It's just the usual.
Okay.
it's the usual.
I'm really
Are you
excited to get
kicking us
started. And
off? Okay.
I am, and I did say I was going to start off with a softball because
You
I
did.
think
Thank
that's
you.
important to start off with a softball.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to the hot seat.
Thank
you.
Dun,
Welcome.
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like you're really hyping. I'm so
I am
excited. to
kinda
see
hyping
what-
this
I
up.
know.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
I'm getting more and more nervous.
Mine was like,
Good.
why did you break up with your boyfriend? And I'm like, I'm so excited to know what.
Because I didn't like him. That's why.
I just wasn't in love with him. And now Maris, I'm like, oh boy.
What, you think you're too good for him, huh?
Shut up. Oh my God. Okay, moving on. This is about me. Okay.
I'm dead. Oh, that's
Okay.
so funny.
I'm laughing because I already know the answer to this question, but
Okay.
anyway.
Oh my.
Do you regret getting Finn?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for asking this question.
Oh
Thank you
wow,
so-
my jaw's
so
on the
for
floor, you
context-
guys.
For context, listeners, my husband and I decided to get a puppy when I was 7 months pregnant. So, in
Best
my
idea
third trimester, we
ever.
got
Yeah,
a
it sounds
dog.
exactly how it went.
Yeah, and it went exactly how it sounds. So we got this dog in my
This.
third trimester. My husband, ever since we got married and we moved into this house, my husband has been wanting a long-haired miniature wiener dog.
Do we
and
know what
finally
breed he is?
I know. I'm like, he's your dog.
Yeah. So finally I was feeling like not nauseous enough in my pregnancy where I was like, let's just do it. And so we did it, and I will say I don't regret it, but I maybe wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
You know, I
Okay.
actually had a friend, one of my best friends is also pregnant, and she has a toddler, and she texted me like a month ago maybe and was like, okay, tell me straight up, like, if I, like, do you regret, kind of the same question, because she said that they had the opportunity to get a puppy for free from one of her mom's friends, and I was like, honestly, girl, like, it's a lot of work with a newborn,
Yeah.
and like it was a lot of work for us to have a newborn and a puppy, and to have a toddler on top of it. That would be really hard.
Right.
So I haven't heard anything. I don't think that she did. But so anyways, to answer your question, don't regret it, but would not recommend. Maybe.
Yeah.
It did help the
Okay.
last leg of the pregnancy to go quickly because we had this like new fun thing that we were busy with. I wasn't just thinking like ahead to like, oh, when's May gonna get here or whatever,
Yeah.
But we love Finn, and like he's chilled out now. He's a year old. We've had him for a year now, and
Have you
It's
really?
r-
That's wild.
That's crazy.
February 7th was a year
Really? Okay.
that we got him. Yep. And it's sweet. Like Lainey loves him, and he's so sweet with her. Like
Yeah.
she'll grab his fur and like mess with him, and he just lays there. And like there was even
that's
one time
great.
where like a car came to our driveway, and he was sitting by her, and then he went up and like barked, and
Oh, he's trying to
ran-
protect her.
ran
Get
to
away
the
from
door.
my baby.
Yes, and then once he realized like, oh, threat neutralized, he ran back and sat right back beside
Threat
Lainey.
neutralized.
Get out.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
why is that
they're
actually
really
so
cute.
cute?
That is
Yeah.
really cute.
So, yeah,
So,
thanks. Good
Obviously,
question.
there's beautiful things that come from it now, but at the time,
Yes.
I do remember a few moments where you're like, you guys.
Yeah.
But those are also the
Yeah. I
mean,
hormones
newborn, new
speaking.
puppy.
Actually, we should post the video. Do you guys remember I sent you a Snapchat?
Oh yeah. I
of
remember
me sobbing
Mhm.
pregnant
Oh, yeah.
when Finn was ringing. Actually, we should post that on the
That would be
story.
good.
Dog
We
won't
need-
stop ringing the
Yes.
bell.
'Cause we're trying to like potty train him to like ring the bell and go outside, and he was ringing it like just all the time, constantly, and I just lost my absolute mind.
Yeah.
So we'll post that on the story.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. It's a good one, Case. Okay, Mare. I asked Casey this as well, so you're going to get this one too, which is, what is the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Most illegal thing I've
And
ever done.
illegal thing you've ever done, and the last lie you told. Like, those two kind of went hand in
Oh.
hand for her.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same for you.
I'm trying to think the most illegal thing I've ever done. Okay, actually, I don't know if this is illegal, but this is the most like morally gray thing I've ever done.
Morally gray.
So
Okay.
in high school, this is gonna expose me, and like if there's any like vegans or like animal lovers out there, know that I don't think I would go out and do this today. This is just what we
boy.
did in high
Oh,
school.
boy.
We grew up in it was a small town, kind of Hickville. So for fun, we would go possum beating.
What?
We would drive back. I can't believe I've never told you guys this. We would drive back the back roads of our hometown, and like one of the guys would have a spotlight, trying to see like
I'm unwell.
eyes in the ditch. And then once you'd see when we'd get out, we had this baseball bat, or like I would use my field hockey stick, and we'd get out
What
and we'd
the
just beat
heck,
the crap out of
Meredith?
the
Meredith
out of the possum.
and Spiker.
with your
Also,
hockey stick.
not my middle name, but
I know. I know. I wanted to see if you caught that.
it's my mom's middle name, so you're close.
Don't
but-
Oh,
act
really?
like you didn't know that wasn't right. You were just
No,
What is
I
my middle name?
genuinely did. Yeah, it's. Hold on.
Yeah?
It's not Anne. Meredith. I wanted to make sure we knew that it wasn't
Can I
Anne.
say it? Do
No,
you
don't
want
say
me
it.
to-
Don't, Wait, give me
okay.
like 2 seconds.
Do you want the
it's
letter?
been-
Elizabeth.
Don't tell her. Don't
Okay,
tell her.
frick. Okay, wait, Michelle.
Ew, no.
Meredith Michelle is a terrible
Wait,
name.
that is so bad. Isn't it just like a basic name?
It's one. Remember, I don't like it. I don't really like my name.
Frick. Oh wow, I'm like genuinely blanking, and that's so bad. And I know
We're gonna tell you,
Casey's
and
because
you're gonna be like, Dang it.
I know. That's why I like need. Wait, can we keep going
starts
and
with an
like
L.
I will circle back.
Starts with
Oh
an-
gosh.
Okay.
L?
Okay.
Like let's
Yeah.
circle back. Okay.
Okay. So anyways, that's
Okay, that's
probably
fine.
the most like, and but that's the thing is like, I don't know if it's illegal. I'm sure it is illegal. Actually, funny story. There's a guy from my hometown who did it at BMS or not BMS at EMU, and he got kicked out of EMU
Oh.
For beating
because
a possum.
he beat
For
a
beating.
possum.
He's like,
on
wait, that's so
campus."
normal in Belleville, Pennsylvania, and they're like, no.
Yeah, and like people in our town were like, "Who do they think they are? They think they're better than us?" You know.
That's actually
And then now
whack.
being removed, I'm
I
like,
think they're better
that
than us,
is
huh?
kind of bad. Like that's. I remember I told someone here that, and they were like, "What? You did what?"
That's.
No, that is
So anyways.
definitely
I'm not even
morally
gonna
gray.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say that I'm not surprised or that people in my hometown haven't done something similar.
Totally. It's just Hickville. It's what you do.
There's nothing else.
All right, Keek,
And then the
you
last
looked
lie.
like you remembered it.
You look like you remember.
Okay,
it.
I think
Okay.
Lee.
Yes.
Good job.
L-E-I-G, yes.
Yes,
I like
good job.
had remembered like Meredith Lee, like Mary
Meredith
Lee.
Ann.
Mary
That's
Lee
not my middle
something.
name.
Meredith
Well, what
Ann.
is her middle name?
Oh,
Just give me like 2 seconds.
Michelle.
Like
I
it's
totally know
coming.
what it is.
Okay, it did come to me eventually.
Elizabeth
Okay.
Michelle. Those were crazy.
Those were
Meredith
bad.
Elizabeth.
Meredith Elizabeth Michelle
rolls
Spiker.
off the tongue.
To be fair, I kind of like
Uh,
Lee. I think it's cute.
Well, I
When
mean,
I
if
was-
you really would have liked it, you would have remembered.
You would have
it.
remembered it, Kiara Elise Becker. But
Meh.
it's fine.
It's actually the same
Um,
middle name as my brother, but just spelled different.
Well, so when I was little, I thought it was stupid how it was spelled, so I just spelled it Lee.
I'm
Okay,
like,
boy.
dead.
You know, like at school, I was like Lee.
I'm General Lee.
Like, this is my middle name. And your mom's like, it's literally not, actually. I know when to write it out.
the
Okay, last lie you told.
Last lie I told. Oh my gosh. I actually can't remember.
Oh, okay.
And that's a
holy-
lie.
Oh, my God.
Okay, get out of
It
here.
was probably no, I don't think so. I was gonna say it was probably a lie to like get out of something, but I'm pretty upfront about like, no, I don't want to do that. So I remember a formative lie that I told.
Okay.
Or I
Let's
remember
hear
like
it.
when I was in first grade, that was when I first learned that like I can lie and get away with it.
Ew.
and When
That's
I
like kind of young.
and when I in class, because I went to a Christian school. In class, we started our day with prayer, and one of the kids had a prayer request because their like grandma was sick or dying or something like that. And this is insane. I was like, I want attention. And so I raised my hand and I said, can you pray for our family because we don't have anything to eat at home except for bread?
Meredith Spiker.
Wait,
Did the school like call your
Meredith-
parents?
No, were they like, are
Yeah,
you feeding
so
your
of course,
child?
like literally everyone knows everyone in my town. Like my mom literally cut my teacher's hair. Like my mom was a hairdresser in town. So like, yeah, she called my mom after school and was like, do you guys like need a meal? And my mom's like,
That's
it's just like she ratted me out and I got in trouble at home and at school. So
that is actually so funny, Mare. Never knew that.
so that's not the
And
last
then
lie
I never
took.
told a lie
bread.
again. Psych.
Like, just the like so descriptive of like all we have is bread.
I know. Why bread?
All we have is white
in my head,
bread.
that
There's
sounded
Hawaiian
cheap.
buns.
In my head, all we have is Wonder Bread at home. White Wonder
We actually
Bread.
have Dave's Killer Bread at home.
Oh.
It's a $6 loaf, but that's all we
That's all we have. That's all we can afford.
On the dairy farm.
on the dairy.
Oh yeah.
We just
You
dip
can't-
it in the raw
We can't even have the milk.
We have to sell it or we'll die.
We sell it for $60.
For a $6 loaf, that's all we have.
Yeah, and the Amish come. Oh gosh. But we do churn our own butter.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, Case.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. Okay. Meredith, what is something you think you're failing in or at right
Oh
now?
my gosh.
Whoa.
I hate that question.
I knew you would. I'm so sorry. It came to me and I was
okay.
like, she's gonna squirm.
So I was just talking to Noah about this. I feel like I'm someone who I'm not super inventive and I'm not tenacious. Like I'm not someone who's going to like come up with a new idea and implement it right away. Like I'm, so like at my job, I feel confident in like my worship leading abilities and like my ability to connect with the congregation and lead a team well. But one area that I feel like I'm like, I guess like failing in is like I kind of came into this job and just did the copy and paste template from what worship at our church was before. And I didn't bring any like new ideas. And I don't really have any new ideas. Like it's very like, which I guess is kind of a, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I know.
Yeah,
Get that thing out of there.
Just get it out. Just get it out.
Okay.
It's okay. We have time.
Take a
I'm
swig
just
of that
gonna
water.
keep talking through it.
I was like, maybe they don't
Okay,
hear
trucker.
it.
Oh, no, we heard it.
No, we heard it.
Maybe they don't hear it.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh. Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. But there's a new worship leader at a church like a town over, and I was watching their live stream and I was like, oh, I can tell he like brought a bunch of new like technology and like they're implementing different things, and he like has like a talkback mic and is like music directing as he's like worship leading and stuff like that. And that's just not something that I've ever done or like feel comfortable with. And also I'm like, is that really, does our church need that? Like we use tracks and that works great. Like when is the time to like change? I don't know. So maybe that's not necessarily something I feel like I'm failing in, but I do feel like, are there ways I can bring more to this role than what I am currently?
That makes sense.
So that's that.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it does.
Thank you for your question. I feel like after each one,
I
I have to say
know.
like thank you, like thanks for asking.
You can. Okay.
You're not welcome.
Okay.
Mine is a throwback to college.
I did that into the mic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, shut up. What's one regret in college you haven't told us?
Oh man, I have so many regrets, and I feel like I probably told you all of them.
I know. I think you have
like-
too, but just dig in the depths.
Dig deep.
Okay.
Dig deep. So I want to know if there's one that we don't know about.
And this kind of goes back to like letter to our college self. We had an episode in season 1 that was, I think, titled "Letter to Our College Self."
Oh,
But
cute. I we did that.
I regret prioritizing like boys in college. Like my
Like snapping.
Yes, I was in all my friend groups. You guys with my soccer friend group at Northwestern.
Your other friends.
Their other friends that we weren't friends with.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Just
I
kept
had
them
to-
separate.
As I
So
was
we
saying it,
didn't
I was
know.
like, they're gonna roast me. I don't know why I had this weird thing of like I didn't mix my friend groups. I was scared, but
yeah,
I like,
you didn't let us
didn't
become
realize
friends
it
until
at
your
the
wedding day.
time.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But you sure mix your applesauce with all your food. I don't know what's going on. For
I
some
don't
reason,
either.
like I am just like
You're on one.
every corner. I'm like, I'm gonna punch her now in this corner, and I'm gonna punch her again.
She's like, I've literally
know.
been
Maybe
waiting
I-
for this hot seat.
You know what? I do love. I have applesauce in my fridge right now. Mix it with
No,
supper.
I know.
tonight.
That's what I'm saying. I maybe I haven't talked to enough people today.
Sure. Yep,
Sorry.
This is your
fine.
first adult interaction.
Yeah,
You're like,
maybe.
finally, someone not Mira.
You, Mira, Judge Judy. That's it.
Oh, that's funny. The Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity. Stupid.
That's not even funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Thank you for laughing.
But I was known in each friend group. I was known as like the ditcher. Like at some point when we're hanging out tonight, Meredith's just gonna disappear because she's gonna
Oh,
We can
yeah.
go hang out with the boys.
this
Yeah,
guy
or
or,
just, like,
whatever.
You don't know where she went. She just is gone.
Yeah, and I just regret like there are so many like Snapchat memories really kill because like friends will send Snapchat memories in our like group chat, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't there for that, you know. because I was like chasing this relationship that nothing came out of it. And yeah, I just feel like I missed a lot, and I think I mean, you guys can speak to it. I think it sent the message to my friends of like, oh, I know you guys are always going to be there, so I'm just going to leave you in the dust because I know you'll be there tomorrow. You know. And that's not fair to my friends. That was not fair to you guys, you know. And I can see that now. But
Yeah.
so I think that's something, especially like with my kids, I'm very much going to like emphasize that, like dating
no
in
dating
college,
until you're 35.
I don't want to, like say like no dating in college because LOL. But
right.
Like that's not the point.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
so much better out there.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm glad we came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's definitely some hard
I think we knew that
times,
regret.
I think. Yeah, there was definitely some hard times, but we worked through it, obviously.
We did.
That was a great question. I liked that a lot.
That was a good one.
Okay, question number 3.
Trace, if you will.
Please don't keep count.
Yeah.
I won't be able to.
Well, I mean,
is the third of yours or the third?
yeah, it's the third
Oh,
of
okay,
mine.
okay.
I numbered them, so that's how I know.
Oh,
I don't know.
mine
If you
are
don't
just
number them,
bullet
then you don't
points.
number them.
Nope.
Okay. Are you happy living in Iowa?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you happy with your
No.
dog? Are you happy with?
I
know. Sorry.
No.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
was
these are
making
like
you
a little
question.
pointed.
I love it. I am happy where we are.
What does that mean?
So people here, when I like say where I'm from, there's like a level of like they're impressed, like, oh,
Right.
you like, wow, you're from so far. I'm like, no, you got, like, I moved from one small town to another small town. It's not like I moved to like a
Right.
which not saying there's anything wrong with living in a small town. Like, I don't know, I think we are very content with our life here. Noah and I both, I mean, like, the housing market here compared to other places is so good. I mean, it still sucks for like what we pay for a house in a small town is still insane, but it's better than, in these bigger cities. So we like found a house that was very reasonable price. We have 2 jobs that we love. We have great friends here that we consider family, like chosen family, but I don't think this is ever a place that I imagined settling down in. But I don't know where else we would go either. Like, we've talked about moving back to like where my family is, but again, like, I'm not going to find the job that I have there. Like, there's just not a church, at least that I know of in that area, that would hire a female as a leadership role. Even though it is like music and women for some reason in churches.
That's the one
like,
exception that's allowed.
that and like children's ministry are the ones that's like, yeah, you can be on a microphone because it's music and it's kids.
Yeah.
But we can get into that another time. The theology behind that. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I am happy here, but there's always a level of like, I feel almost embarrassed, if that makes sense. Especially like, you guys both live in like larger cities and you guys just have so much more culture in your areas.
Yeah.
And there just is not a lot here. I mean, it's definitely getting more diverse here than it was even from when we were in college. Like, the Hispanic population, especially in the town over, like the elementary school there, is more like white kids are the minority at that school now, but yeah, I don't know. So I'm torn. I am happy that we're here, but I also am not. I feel very like, I don't feel tethered here, like we'll be here forever, but I also don't know where else we would go.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like, I just feel like you have built like a community.
Yeah.
don't have friends,
Mhm.
but I also would be like, college us, I feel like would be shocked that you of all people would be still
Totally.
living in Iowa. But I do feel like, I mean, and you have like you're raising a daughter there and stuff. So I feel like life, like how it looks now, I'm sure
Mhm.
like makes it like, oh yeah, like where else would we go? And it is nice that he has family there. So
Yeah. Yep.
honestly, it was
And
very cute going back for your wedding, walking on our college campus.
yeah. Yeah. And like the high school here, there's so like Noah loved growing up here. Like
Mm.
there's like a marching band and sports and like everyone's in everything and you just get such a well-rounded like childhood, and it's like a safe town that you can like kids roam the streets and they're like safe, and I don't know, like that's really nice too and enticing to like raise kids here. But
Yeah.
so I don't know. We'll see if we're here long term or what
Yeah.
comes up. But
Yeah.
yeah, thanks. That was a good question.
Yeah.
That was. Okay, a little bit of a hard left.
Cool.
When was the last time you felt truly seen and known?
Mm.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Might have to marinate on that one just a sec.
Truly seen and known. So
Yeah.
I joined this like mom's book club on Wednesday nights, which used to be the time that we recorded. So thanks for accommodating.
You're welcome. It's
Moving
fine.
that.
It's literally fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But it's just a group of girls that are like my age that are all also like young moms, or moms of like young kids. Like I think the oldest is like 3.5, like child. And this group is just very life giving. Like it's very affirming of whatever like your like stage of motherhood looks like, like we all just show up at it starts at 8, but it's very like, oh, if you're an hour late, that's fine because we all get it. And like there's no expectation to like look a certain way or like bring a certain thing. Like we all just come, and we all come with our emotional support water bottle and our book. And like for the first couple months that it was running, we were there till like 11 o'clock, 11:30. Like it was like late. Like we were talking. Now it's more like 10 o'clock we're done. But I feel like that group, I just feel very um understood, and there's no judgment because like with motherhood there's so much like mom guilt. Like you birth this child, but you also
Mm.
birth a whole bunch of expectations that you have for yourself and your
Hmm.
partner. And so like having a group like this that is just very understanding of like those feelings, and also can be really reassuring of like, no, you are a great mom, and like I don't know, and also learning together. Like we're always going through like a book study or something. And yeah, I don't know, it's just very, I feel seen there in the sense of like, oh, these people get it. Like
Yeah.
these people get the stage of life that I'm in, and a lot of them are like through my current stage and are on to the next stage, and so I can like look at that too and be like, oh, I kind of can see what's coming down the pipeline a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That makes
yeah,
sense.
if
That's
any of
really
you guys are
cool.
listening, shout out, I love you.
Shout out. Mary loves you. Yeah, that's really cool. I love
feel
that.
seen. I feel loved. That is
Yeah.
cool.
Feel loved.
Especially like going into motherhood, you don't realize like when people say motherhood, you don't understand the full the full depth that has until you actually step into it and you're like, oh my gosh,
It's like all
millions, billions of women have walked before me,
yeah,
and there's just so much wisdom to pass on, and it's really cool.
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my last question. Do you still find yourself finding your self-worth in how other people view you?
That is, I feel like you asked that because
Oh.
that is something that I've always struggled with. And like last week we talked about Kiara, that like podcast episode,
The Oprah one
the
with
Oprah
and Kristen
one.
Bell.
Yes, that talked about like did you get those shoes because you like them or because you thought other people
Right.
would like them, and
Right.
that was so eye-opening to me. I think I'm definitely like growing and moving on from that, but I think there's just so many things growing up. Like I was kind of bullied in school and was made fun of a lot for like how I looked and how I dressed and how I acted, and even down to like the way I ate. Like in the cafeteria, I remember kids like making fun of me for like eating too fast. And so like it's hard to so after that, I've kind of learned of like, oh, this is how I have to show up in the world for people to like me, because people can't not like me. Like I have to be accepted in this group of people. And so what can I do to be accepted in this group of people? And that's kind of helped me learn how to like chameleon into all these different like friend groups. But then because of that, I feel like this constant pressure to like be exactly who everyone around me wants me to be. And that is just exhausting.
Yeah.
And so I'm like slowly healing from that. Probably like 4 years ago, I started a class called Faith Walking, and it talks about a lot of like, it starts like self-awareness of like how you react in certain situations and why do you react that way, and like what happened in your life that caused these defense mechanisms. And that was the first time I really like thought of all of this. So I feel like really ever since then I've been trying to like notice my reactions a lot more, and like notice how I'm feeling in certain situations and kind of try and like work through those feelings in real time. But that's really hard to do. Especially like, when I'm back in some of those settings, like when I travel back home, I feel a lot of that, like around some of those similar people who caused wounds, and then you have to try and work through that in like real time is hard. But so I definitely feel like, I'm mending from that, but I don't know if I'll ever fully be like, it doesn't matter because I like me. Like that's easier said. Like I can say that and that sounds really good, but at the end of the day, like, I do still care if like so and so thinks my pants are cute.
Right.
Because
Right.
like I want them to think I'm cute and like funny and want to be friends with me, but I don't know. So yeah.
It's a journey.
It's
Life's
a
a journey.
It's the
a
climb. Yeah.
That failed. At least we have the same vision. Okay, I do have 2 more, but I'm trying to figure out which one.
You could do both.
Nail
too,
her
that's
with
okay.
both of them.
And nail her with both. Okay, cool.
Absolutely plow me with both of them, please.
Absolutely take me out.
Yeah.
Okay, 1. What is something you wish people would ask you more often, or would ask about you more often?
Oh.
Ask me about fill
Ask
in the
me
blank.
anything.
About
My Lord and Savior, Jesus
Lord and
Christ.
Jesus Cristo.
Jesus Christos.
Man, I don't know. That's a really good question. Nothing, because I don't want to talk to you.
Please.
If I have to talk to you, that means I have to like care about what you think about me, and I don't want to do that.
I'm thinking of like maybe things I'm like passionate about. Like I love talking about Taylor Swift lore.
Like,
I love
please
talking
ask me
about-
more about
I
that.
thought you were gonna say. I did not expect you to.
I
say
didn't
really?
either.
No, I did not see that
I
coming.
love talking about like A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like I'm rereading those right now and they're just so good. I love talking about like pop culture. So
Okay.
I don't know. What did you think I was gonna say?
I don't know about you, like
my
about
growing up. Ask me about my dairy
Oh,
farm.
I
Ask
also
me about
do
the
love-
cows I raised.
Right.
I do love like getting deep and like my favorite question is, when was the last time you cried? Let's do that. I'll talk about that. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
but I also love just like if you want to know information on this one niche subject, such as like the triangle of characters in the folklore album, I'll
I don't
I'll
even know
talk
what
your
you're
ear off
talking
about that.
Wow. Okay.
You
Do you
know?
even know
So
what the
it's like,
folklore
talk to me
album
about
is,
something
Case?
so. I barely do. I know there was
Okay,
moss
okay,
on a
okay.
house when she sang.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. I cried.
So it's like something that has to be so specific that only you have this like main interest in that
Yeah.
gets you fired up.
Kind of, yeah.
Is that what I'm understanding here?
I
Okay.
like here's the underlying.
Okay.
I like feeling really intelligent about a subject.
Revelation.
okay, if you
Revelation.
Ask I will talk your ear off, about this one niche Taylor Swift
Okay.
lore because I know a lot about it.
Uh-huh.
And I like to feel intelligent.
Okay.
Even though it's about something
Okay.
that's so like trivial and like
Okay.
kind of lame, but
Okay.
I almost want to go deeper in this moment. Like,
Okay. Ask another question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're scratching the surface of
we're
something kind of right here.
revelationing.
We're revelationing, and we
Yes.
just gotta
Okay.
keep rolling.
So,
with it.
like, why do you want to feel
right? Like, what
like
Sure.
you
is
know
that?
a lot?
Does that kind of let's say that kind of circles back to our childhood a little bit of like when people talk to me, I want you to know that I'm not a moron or
I
whatever.
feel like I've thought about this a lot. In a lot of settings that I'm in, I feel very much of like growing up youngest child, I'm very much the youngest child that forgotten, not
Okay.
kind of the like not heard.
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
like
okay.
Yeah.
and that's no diss on like my family or whatever, like it just each child kind of takes on their own thing. And
Mhm.
I just have always kind of felt like unintelligent, or like not
Okay.
unintelligent but like not super well listened to.
Okay.
Okay.
And
like
then
what you had to
Okay.
say wasn't good enough for people to hear, so
yeah, kind of.
okay.
Or like, oh, you don't, honey, sweetie, you don't really know what you're talking about. Type
okay,
that
I get
type
it, I
of
get
thing.
it.
Like,
Yep.
like I don't know, and I've kind of felt that way in a lot of settings, and I think that's part of why I love my job so much is because I
Yeah.
don't feel like that. I feel very listened to, and I feel like,
Mhm.
oh, I have good ideas, and they see my good ideas and like
Yeah.
hear me, But I've always felt kind of like I don't have the right hairstyle or the right technique to do makeup, and so there's always someone who like tells me what to do with this because like, oh, she just doesn't know,
Okay.
or like I don't know. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
No, it does.
A little bit.
So you just like are safe in some areas because it's easier until they talk about something and then you're like, okay, now's my chance to show you who I really am. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When it comes to like wanting to appear
Yes.
intelligent and
Okay.
sharing things. Yes. That's when I don't feel like how I usually feel.
Uh-huh.
Like that's when I feel like, oh no, I know what I'm talking about and this person is actually listening to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to overcompensate in that moment. You can just like people are paying attention
Mm-hmm.
to you. I think that is, I mean, I guess I don't know, Casey, you're also the youngest child. Is that like a youngest child stemmed syndrome?
Totally.
Of just like the like
Because-
fighting for people's attention. I mean, like
Oh,
that
my
makes sense
gosh.
for sure.
I remember like when I went to my job and I was like in a leadership role for the first time and people were asking me like, well, what do you think? And I'm like, you don't care. You don't care what I think.
You don't
Believe
want to
me.
hear. Yeah.
Believe me, this is not.
Yeah.
You don't care what's going on up here. And I remember when someone called me out on it for the first time and I was like, but like everyone says like you're just like a baby and you don't know what you're talking about. So like I know this is a fact. Like I know that.
I know that's what you're thinking.
I know that's what you're thinking. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to beat you to the punch because it saves me that feeling of like I'm an idiot. What do I know?
Yep.
Self-deprecation
Totally.
is so much easier than
Yeah.
vulnerability.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't like I ask this because I'm also feeling like I'm pulling something out of myself as well as you say that because youngest kids, you get it.
Yeah.
You just get it. You got to be one in order to get it.
And a lot, this could also be because I like married someone who's younger than me, but a lot of my friends here are significantly younger than me. And I think part of why I flocked to those people is like, I am the like wise person in this friend group, you know?
Yeah.
Like, also Noah's a year younger than me, so like all of his friends are subsequently a year younger than me, and then they're married to someone who's like younger than them, so then like I'm friends with someone who's like 3 years, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
in
Yeah.
the grand scheme we are all the same age range, but yeah, I am the like older sister type then to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that I've never felt that before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Huh. I like
Yeah.
that.
I remember Gabby also mentioning that too, because she's also the youngest of 4, and just the trigger when somebody kind of like dismisses her or pretty much like makes her feel incompetent or like not listened to or whatever, like then it comes up of like thinking back to like, oh, when like her brothers would just be like, well, that's just Gabby, or that's just whatever, like not giving you like an equal say in the conversation.
Totally.
So I get that point of fighting for that. And
I
again,
think there's
even
a point. Sorry, keep going.
I was just gonna say, even if it's something as like niche as Taylor Swift lyrics, like I get that, because that is like A, something you're passionate about, but B, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like you do see, like you do know a lot, so it's not even like I don't know where I was going with that comment, other than the fact that you do like have a lot of like knowledge. So I think it's cool, like even if it's a niche thing, it still is like, oh, you've fought for that.
She
I
wants to
guess.
make sure that you're seen and heard right now in this moment.
Yeah, I was
feel
trying
seen
to,
and I feel heard.
So
Do
is
you feel
this the
seen? Do
last
you feel
time
heard?
you felt seen and heard? Right here in
This
this
is the last
moment?
time.
Actually, can I change my answer? It's right now. in this
30
moment.
seconds ago. Okay, my
Yeah.
actual last question is, what's something that you had to heal from that you didn't think you could?
Ooh, I love this. Oh my gosh, Kiara, that's so good.
Good.
You feel so good
Oh,
about
I
that.
feel
As you
like I'm
should.
a we're not really
As you
strangers
should.
like card right now. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like.
I literally am so proud of you. That's such a good
Something I
question.
had to heal from. I didn't think I could. Oh man, I don't want to answer wrong. Like I
mean, it's
know
your
there's-
answer. You're not
I know.
wrong.
I know there's something that's so good, but I feel like my answer. I'm taking a long time to answer all these questions.
No, that's fine.
No, that's what the power
You
of
sit,
editing
marinate
then.
in that bun.
You're right.
Sit in that.
That was really funny. That's her one for the episode. That makes me
Yeah.
giggle.
I always gotta have one. Do you want me to repeat it, or you got it off the top of your head?
Something I had to heal from that I didn't think that I could.
Yes.
I feel like my people pleasing tendencies have diminished in the last couple of years.
Okay.
In the sense of not people pleasing in the sense of like, oh, I want you to like me, I'm gonna like dress this way for you, but in the sense of like saying no and having more like boundaries. I feel like that's something that I like
Have healed from.
yeah, just of like feeling like I feel like everyone kind of has this of feeling like I can't say no because I don't want to let this person down, and like if someone asks me like babysit, you know, like pre-Laney, feeling like okay, like I kind of said this before a little bit of like I feeling like you need to like have a reason why you're saying no, like no,
Right.
sorry, I'm not really feeling well, but that's like a lie. Like just say no.
Right.
You know, and like you don't have to have a reason, like I just don't want to, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember 3 years ago, I had a friend. It was after Tulip Festival weekend here in Orange City, which is like a big like tourist thing that they do. And it was the Sunday of Tulip Festival, so everything was over. It was a big week, and I was exhausted. And I'm an introvert, so I needed like a night of like by myself to just like get away from people. And this friend texted and asked to like hang out, and I was like, sorry, I really just need a night in, like whatever, like I can't tonight. I would love to another time, but I can't. And she told me later of like, I love that you just said no. Like there was no like beating around the bush. Like you just said no. And I was like, yeah. And then, like next time when I say yes, that I genuinely want to do this thing. Like let your yes be yes and your no be no. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel very strongly about that. And especially now in the job that I have where I'm asking volunteers like every week to do things, like I don't take a no personally because I know sometimes you just got to say no and that's fine. If you say no
Yeah.
to me 5 weeks in a row, great. That's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cuz then I know when you say yes, awesome. You actually want to be on the team and are available. That's great,
Yeah.
So,
That's a huge thing to be healed from, to like
yeah.
Mhm.
come full circle in.
I love saying no to things. It's awesome.
I know. I mean,
It's
even to
so
give you guys
freeing.
perspective, this wasn't even something you said no to, but put something on our radar, like something we could join in. And then Casey was pretty much like, no, I don't want to do that. And Mara was like, great, sounds good. So it wasn't even your no, but you were like, cool, I'd rather have that.
No, honestly,
And
I
like,
love that.
then like, oh, wishy-washy. And here I'm like,
Genuinely,
what is
yes.
it? What are you explaining?
I'm a pretty confident no person myself.
Right,
so,
right. Hey, that's something we're all learning. Maybe we can learn more
Mhm.
from Case, but
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm probably too confident sometimes. Sometimes I should probably shut my mouth a little bit.
Right.
I knew I could get away with it because it's just you guys.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You can say no. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like you don't feel bad for it.
Right, right. That's my last one.
I love that so
Yay.
much.
That was good.
Thanks,
How are you
guys.
feeling? Are you feeling
Good. That
hot? Are you feeling
That
warm?
wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah, I didn't
No
know
crying.
where that was going to go, but
Yeah.
I think it landed well. Good job, Mara.
I
Well
love that.
done. You
Thank
can take
you.
a breath.
Great questions, guys.
Wow.
Wow. And that literally concludes our hot seat
Yeah.
series,
if you will. That was fun. We
So-
enjoyed that.
That was fun. So, like, as a listener, like, who had the best one?
Please say mine. I might have been tipsy the whole time, but please say mine.
Say mine. Okay.
Literally afterwards, I was like, was I slurring my words the whole episode? So if you listen back last week, I was fine, but I was a little nervous. I had a day.
You did.
I always have a day, but I had a bigger day that day. But yeah, we want to know, our inbox is open. Also, this is I have a friend who said that she would write in an email. So this is my PSA. You will know who you are. Write it in. It's benforeverpod@gmail.com. We'd love to
Yes.
hear. Yeah, I want to know who had the best as well. And if you want to do this again down the line, because I mean, we have more questions to be had for sure, more topics to talk about. Don't we?
We sure do.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I would love more than anything right now for Meredith to bring down this mood.
Bring it down.
I would also love to. Okay.
Bring it down.
We are going to have, you know what? I think that I just been on the hot seat a lot tonight. And so we're going to do a little competition between you two. Because I know.
You know
you
I
guys
love a good
my
competition.
And tonight we're doing a spelling bee.
I
I literally love this.
Actually, I'm kind of scared.
I'm so excited.
Okay. I've been trying to collect words just in my happenings about life.
Kiara,
Like,
you're not allowed to use your phone. Put it away right
I
now
see-
and don't cheat.
I'm not.
When I see
Sorry.
a word, I'm like, oh, that's a hard word, and I write it down. Okay, so don't
need to-
ask
I
me
need to check it off.
the
right now.
origin
Okay.
of the
don't
word
ask, like, okay.
because I don't know.
So this isn't like a legit
Oh,
spelling
it's not
bee.
a
This
real
is
spelling
just,
legit.
This is just like a bootleg.
It's a bootleg
Spelling bee.
one.
Okay.
I could probably use the word in the sentence. if
Can
you
I like
wanted me
write
to.
it down on my hand before?
You could.
Okay.
Yes. So the way that this format will work is you'll go one at a time. So I'll start with like Kiara and I'll say, here's your word. If you get it wrong, Casey gets to steal it from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
And then
Josh
it would be
from-
Casey's turn. And if she gets it wrong, you get to steal it from her. Okay.
Okay.
But we'll go kind of back and forth like
Okay.
that, if that
Okay.
makes sense. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
Lord.
And whoever is closest goes first.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna say 7.
Well,
Okay,
I already
fine.
said it.
Then
Okay,
I'll
so she's at
say
7.
4.
Also, you want to know something? Wasn't thinking of a number. I said I was thinking of a
So
number.
that means you thought of
I'm
7
thinking of a
first
number,
because
so
I
I
said
have no
7.
number.
So therefore you thought of 7.
No,
so
no,
you
no,
know
no,
what I
no, no, no.
want.
Think of your number now.
Okay.
Do
You
it
have
bigger
it?
now. We need now make it
Yeah,
tougher.
yeah. We
okay,
need like 0
1
to 50 or something.
Okay, let's do 1 to 20.
12.
Okay. Frick, I was gonna say 11. 19.
It was 16. Kiara, you get to go first.
Boom.
Nuh-uh.
Boom.
She went over.
I said
So
whoever's
I was still
closer.
close.
This is rigged.
No, she did say whichever's closer. To be fair,
But you literally went freaking over.
It's-
That's
it's
literally how the
fine.
game works. I don't even want to go first. I don't even need it. I don't need it.
Okay,
I don't need it.
okay. Well, let's see. Also, we're gonna have
literally
the
haven't
same
even
amount.
started yet.
We're also have the same amount of work.
No, I'm gonna steal all yours.
Okay, whatever.
All right,
Okay.
Kiara. Your word. Hey, also,
Don't say
no
xylophone,
phone. Is your
please.
phone away? Is your phone
My
away?
phone is
Kiara?
I already
over there.
told her no
My
phone.
phone is,
Okay.
If I look down, it's because I'm like writing on my laptop with my
Okay.
finger.
Your word is Jeopardy.
Okay.
Just start
Like,
spelling it.
Someone
J-E-
is in
Okay.
jeopardy,
Okay, I'm ready.
in danger.
JEOPARDY.
And say the word again.
Jeopardy. Oh, I have to say it again.
Kiara,
Oh, okay.
that's correct. Good job. Boop. 1.
Oh,
all right.
hold on 1 second. The door just swung open, and I see no human, so that means it's probably Mira on the ground
Ah.
crawling.
Perfect. Yes.
Who flung the door wide open. So give me one moment.
She heard Jeopardy. No, actually, she heard your clapping.
Yeah.
She's like, wait, yay.
Get out of here.
Mira, can you spell Jeopardy?
Okay, sorry.
Also, I think all of these words are similar difficulty, but this next one feels really hard.
Okay, that's
sorry.
fine. Give it
Okay,
to
I
her.
would've-
Give it to her. You
All right,
didn't.
Casey,
you didn't get.
your
the
If
word
it all
right.
comes down to this, I did technically win the number thing, but I gave it to you.
Hey, now.
Was it like pterodactyl or something
your
stupid?
word is myrrh,
MURR.
like frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Are you dumb? MURR?
I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
No, that's wrong.
Okay, well,
Probably like MYHR or
wait,
something.
Kiara gets to steal it.
Oh,
So
okay.
Kiara, myrrh.
I know,
but
I
also you
know.
have to do the spelling bee format. So
Can I tell
myrrh,
you?
spell
Can I
it.
tell you immediately
Yeah.
what came to my head?
what?
Myrrh from Impractical Jokers.
I actually
and I
thought the same
spelled
thing. I
it
actually
like
thought
his
the same
name. That
thing.
is how he spells his name, Myrrh.
Okay, I have to like.
and
this
I
is the
also thought it was a
Bible.
race for some reason, so I said it as fast as I physically could.
Yeah,
I do regret it.
You also didn't
Frankincense.
follow any of the spelling bee rules.
I don't know the rules.
She just said Merp.
MURR.
I mean, that's not wrong. I'm technically
Okay.
not wrong. It just depends on which Myrrh you were going for, which
All
you
right.
didn't tell
All
me.
right.
This is
It's
the
Kira's
only
turn.
other possible
Kira's turn.
option, and so
Myrrh.
I'm gonna go Myrrh. M.
Did you look in the Bible?
No, I'm
Let her
draw-
spell.
I'm drawing with my hand.
Let her spell.
Watch out. Myrrh. See, this is how you do it. Myrrh. MYRR.
That's not
Myrrh.
right. Is that right?
Dang it. There's an H at the
There's
end.
an H.
Otherwise,
Wait,
it would have been right.
Why wouldn't you put it back to Casey then?
Huh? No, because you both
it's
tried it
dead.
and now it's dead.
Oh,
It's
okay.
dead.
MYRRH.
Oh,
So you were very close, Kiara, but there's an H at the end.
yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
All right,
But
Kiara,
if we are
I'm like-
talking about Myrrh from Impractical Jokers, technically
Oh my
that
gosh.
got it.
You didn't ask for the
You
origin.
got it.
Myrrh
She
doesn't
said
know.
she doesn't have the origins.
I know. The origin is the Bible.
I'll say the word and then put it in a sentence. So Kiara,
Okay.
now
This
that
is mine.
it's back to your turn.
We know
Okay.
the rules. We know the rules. now.
Okay.
Okay, Kiara, your next word is roulette. Like, I can't use this in a sentence. Russian roulette is a game.
Okay.
Wow, that was a
Tell me-
really good sentence.
Yes. Okay. Roulette. ROULETTE. Roulette.
Ding ding
That-
ding.
That was good. That's how I would have spelled it. Great
Yay!
job.
Thank you.
All right, Casey.
Okay, it's not a race.
Okay,
It's
it's
not
2
a
to 1,
race.
right? Is that
Yeah.
is
to
that
one.
right?
No,
Okay.
I don't have any. I don't have
Oh.
any.
Sorry.
Also,
I actually genuinely did
yeah.
think you had one.
no, I spelled myrrh wrong.
I know. Okay, back to you.
And I
My
called you an
camera's
idiot.
like
I'm
being a
sorry.
little weird.
All right, Casey, your word is nuisance. As in, bugs can be a nuisance.
What the frick? Mm. I really wish I had a piece of paper. I'm going to start off really confidently with an N,
Okay.
and then I'll let you know on the rest in just a moment.
Is there a silent P though?
You're so dumb. Hey, she can't sabotage.
Sorry,
Can you
sorry.
actually dock her a point for that? 'Cause
Sorry,
that's
hey,
actually
no.
really rude. That's actually really annoying.
There's a
So
silent
thanks.
Q. Okay, I'll shut up.
You didn't say nuance, right? You said nuisance.
Nuisance. As in, bugs can be a nuisance.
I really wish I could see what my finger was writing.
EUSANCE.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
No, I can't. That was that. I spit it out as fast as I could without thinking too hard.
EUANCE is what she said. NE.
N-E-U.
You?
NEU. And
Also, say the word to finish spelling.
oh, what F you? You don't even know what I spelled. Now I have to start over in my brain. What did I say?
I think you said
Chat, tell me what I said.
NEUANCE. I think it had that cadence.
NEUSANCE.
No. NEUANCE.
I literally don't remember.
Wait,
Well,
no, there would be
anyway,
N's
you
in
guys
there.
are spelling every way you're spelling it is wrong. So, so wrong. Kiara, can you steal?
I was
it?
actually even trying to help you out. Okay. Okay, is being
Nuisance.
a nuisance.
As in,
Can
sometimes
I want to know if there is actually.
Wait, is this from a movie?
nuisance. Probably it's probably a word that's used in
All of a sudden, I had this like moment of like
a deja vu.
movie quote moment.
Okay, give me 1 second to like write it down because I felt like I had it.
Oh wait, I know how to spell it. I'm actually gonna punch
Okay.
myself.
Go ahead, stop punching. For audio listeners, Casey just punched herself in the face.
Like I want to know if it's like shorter. I'm just gonna.
Can
go
I
for
like
this.
text it to you?
No.
'Cause- But no,
All right,
like while
Kiara,
she's
it's
coming
your
up
turn.
with it.
I know it
Nuisance.
is. I know, and I'm sorry that it's taking forever because like the
No,
second
saying-
and third.
do it right now. Spell it.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it's your turn and you got
No.
Okay.
She's saying no because she's bold and confident to say
Okay.
that.
N U S A N C E. Is that literally what you just said? I don't know.
Say the
I mean, nuisance. Sorry.
No, I put a E in there. I put an
You
E.
were very close. It's NUISANCE.
I would not have that freaking
There's an
I.
I
What?
in there.
That's giving me silent P vibes.
Nuisance. if you will.
Nuisance.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was
Nuisance.
like nuisance. I was thinking that from a movie.
Nuisance.
Nuisance.
All right. So
nuisance.
no one got it.
Okay.
All right, Kiara, it's back to you.
Okay.
Your word is conscience. As in, when
Oh.
Meredith lied to her first grade teacher, it weighed heavy on her conscience.
No, it didn't. She was like, "This feels good."
She was like, I got so much attention.
Conscience. I feel like 99% confident. There's like a small percent that this isn't it, but I think it's Okay. I think it's.
I knew what you were gonna say.
I like, don't want to say that.
That
Okay.
was good. That was good.
Thank you. Conscience. CON. Now this is the SCIENCE. Conscience.
Yeah, that's right.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Con
And
science.
science?
That's what you were
Yeah.
gonna say. Con science. I remember when I
in
learned how to
case
spell
that's wrong.
conscience. Con science.
All right. And then, Casey,
Mhm.
your word is unanimous.
You know, I get it. Like, I get what people say when like they go to the front and they like forget everything. Like, I get that feeling.
I
you
get
know?
it.
You're getting like a little bit of
Your
imposter
word is
syndrome.
unanimous.
No, not imposter syndrome.
Or
just
what is that
straight
called? Stage
fear.
fright.
I think it's
Okay,
fear. Terror,
Sure.
Yeah.
potentially.
Terror, dread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catastrophizing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. What is my word? Again, I don't remember.
Unanimous.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Why can't I spell today? I'm so scared. I think the first one really like shot my confidence and it's just going down the tube.
I think it's gone downhill. Wait, like a practical joke.
Wait, are you not even gonna try? That was so dumb.
That was funny.
I'm sorry, you have to tell me the word again. I'm not kidding.
What do you think it is? Try and remember. Oh, okay.
Sorry. All I could think of was nuisance
all
again.
All three judges voted yes in a unanimous decision.
Okay.
Nice.
UN. Forget about those. A. N. Nan. I. MOUS. I'm gonna get the frick out of here. Unanimous. That's probably
Ding,
wrong.
ding, ding, ding.
Praise
that
the
was
Lord.
It. You
I was
got
gonna say
it.
that's yes.
I
Mine
needed
is
one, you
the
guys. I
Stacy.
needed one. I was
She's on the
really
board.
Stupid.
And you know what? That was our last word.
So
And our winner is Kiara.
Wow.
Thank
Kiara
you.
won 3-1.
Thank you. In the adult spelling bee.
But Casey,
never
you
been
got on the
prouder.
board, so that was great.
Yeah, that is really good. I will say, I did have that silent I. That was a real killer.
Yeah, I don't know where that
was
came
a big.
from.
That eye is a nuisance in that one.
Nuisance.
Nuisance.
Oh, you saw? That
I,
was
you know,
fun.
we'll never forget Myrrh.
We'll
And anytime
never
you
forget.
spell Myrrh now in your
Wait,
life,
how
Can
do
you
you wait?
spell
Can
it?
we
just make sure you
can we
ask
spell
the
it right
origin.
now to make sure?
MYRRH. Myrrh.
Ding ding ding.
MYRR.
MURR.
It's still
To be
not
fair,
wrong.
I don't.
I
I
do
mean,
stand on that. You
that
thought
freaking
you thought
H is
Myrrh.
still annoying.
You
so
thought
that's
Myrrh
funny.
too. Remember when you thought album had an N at the end?
I mean, I still do. I still write it that way. Like, there's certain words I can't spell. Album, one of them. Restaurant, no. And
Restaurant. I can spell it in
there's
Spanish.
a third one.
Restaurante. But I can't spell it in
Restaurant.
English.
No. You mean restaurante.
Restaurante. Restaurante? That's what I mean.
Oh,
Restaurante?
That's funny.
Oh man.
Well, thanks guys for listening. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking questions. Thanks listeners for listening to
Thanks,
Me
Kiara,
answer
for
the
winning the spelling
questions.
bee.
Yeah.
Yep. And thanks ChatGPT for a great list of spelling words.
Hey, did
Honestly,
you get them
those
all
were-
right? You as a listener, did you get them all right? Just tell us. It's fine. We
How
wanna
would
know.
you spell nuisance?
tell us. How would you spell myrrh?
Okay, what came to your mind truly when she said Myrrh first? Just be honest.
I would love to know what our major demographic is if they were an Impractical Joker era. Because I don't think it's like still going on
Yeah,
today.
it is.
Oh, it is? Oh,
It is.
It's like
yes.
their 50th anniversary or
But
something.
that's
Sorry,
that's
they're
SNL.
80
that's
years
kind of
old.
rude. That's
yeah,
kind
that's
of rude.
SNL.
I think that the one guy left who was really funny, who would do literally anything.
Oh, because didn't he like kind of get canceled?
I don't remember.
There was one of them
Myrrh.
that kind of did myrrh.
Not Myrrh. Myrrh's
Oh.
chill.
Oh,
Myrrh's chill.
It was frankincense.
It was.
Not darn frankincense.
I can like visualize all their faces, but I don't
Yeah.
know their names.
We're doing the thing that Mare hates, which is drawing out the ending.
Okay, fine. Let's just cut this.
So before
cut this
she
right in the bud.
wants to say no to us, let's probably end this.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too.
We love you too.
I feel so
Thanks for listening, you
seen.
guys. See you
We
next
love you,
week.
listener. We love you.
Hope you feel seen and heard as well. And with that, goodbye and see you next week. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye. That might have been the longest.
That was
one.
really
I know, I was
long.
waiting
That was
for you
really,
guys.
really long.